Once upon a time, in a mystical kingdom far beyond the mountains, there lived a lonely young prince, Arthur, known as the Prince of Darkness. Despite his gloomy title, Arthur was a kind-hearted soul. He was named the Prince of Darkness, not because of any evil deeds, but because he lived in the shadow of a towering, ancient castle that always seemed to ward off the sunlight. Arthur felt isolated, as the villagers surrounding the castle believed the darkness must have cursed him. Only shadows were his companions, but Arthur cherished them dearly. He would play shadow games and create stories with them, imagining adventures where he was a hero rescuing distressed maidens and vanquishing feared monsters. One day, as Arthur wandered the forest at the fringes of his castle, he stumbled upon a peculiar creature named Sable. Sable was a small, fuzzy creature with wings that twinkled like stars and eyes that glowed warmly, unlike anything Arthur had ever seen. Intrigued, Arthur approached, and to his surprise, Sable was friendly and cheerful. "Why do you live in such darkness, young prince?" Sable chirped, fluttering around his head. Arthur sighed. "Every time I try to venture into the sunlit villages, the people look at me with fear in their eyes. They think the darkness follows me." Sable's eyes sparkled with interest. "Perhaps they just need to see what's beneath the shadows," it suggested, zipping back and forth excitedly. Feeling a flicker of hope, Arthur decided to take Sable's advice. Together, they hatched a plan. Sable spent days weaving a cloak of shimmering light from his starry wings, while Arthur practiced speeches and songs that would touch the hearts of those he'd meet. When the day finally arrived, Arthur was both nervous and excited. With Sable's cloak wrapped around him, he stepped out of the shadows and into the village square, the brightness catching the townsfolk by surprise. Arthur began to sing, his voice spreading warmth like the rays of the sun vanquishing the darkest night. His words spoke of harmony, understanding, and the power of looking beyond what was merely seen. As the cloak glimmered, casting sparkles of light and beauty all around, the villagers looked upon Arthur in wonder. Slowly, the fear in their eyes turned into curiosity, and then into admiration. When Arthur finished, the entire village erupted into applause and cheers. From that day on, the villagers no longer shunned the young prince. Instead, they welcomed him into their lives, and the Prince of Darkness became known for his bright spirit and kind heart. Arthur found friendship everywhere he went, and the shadows that once surrounded his castle now only served as gentle reminders of where his story began. And as for Sable, he remained a cherished friend, bringing light and laughter into Arthur's life whenever he needed it. So in the kingdom that was once veiled in shadows, there was now light, love, and laughter. This proved that understanding and kindness can change the darkest of fates, even for a Prince of Darkness. And thus, they all lived happily ever after.